Hello, everyone. Welcome to our session today. We'll be starting in a couple of minutes. I'll just let some people in to the session. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, while we're waiting, we can read the messages. Bernd Kohler. Hello. Jeffrey Rodriguez. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. All right, I think we're good to go. We can slowly start, and I'll leave that up to you and start. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a good day. Today we have a very nice topic and very nice webinar planned out for you. We'll be talking about the deepfake scams, and I'm sure many of you have already seen in the news or on social media, deepfake scams are on the rise. It's a popular topic, and we want to explore it with our expertise. If you have any questions or any comments, please use the chat and Q&A session. At the end of the webinar, we'll host a Q&A session with our expert here today. And there will be some poll questions during the webinar. So if you see some pop up, don't be afraid. We're not trying to hack you or anything else. It's just a couple of questions to take your input in some matters about deepfake. I hope you enjoy the session today. I'll introduce our CISO Ensar today, and I'll leave that up to him. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the session.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you, Ensar.
So we have a message from India, Mohammed. Welcome, sir. I'll start in 2 minutes. Just gonna wait a little bit more for the people who are coming in.
That's a good idea. In the meantime, maybe you'll share your extensive background in cybersecurity and your role in Socrates. What do you think?
Background of who? You?
No, you, not me. Your extensive cybersecurity background. Yeah, I'm just a regular marketing person in the company.
Thank you, sir. So many of guys, maybe you know me, like I see some names. They usually attend my webinars, which I'm very grateful for it. I'm Ensar. I work at the CISO at Socrates. I define myself as a security researcher other than CISO or any other C-level titles. Being researcher is much better than being C-level because I love doing research, learning new things, and sharing whatever I learn from those experiences with you guys. And today I have a lot of things for you because I failed in many things yesterday, which I wanted to show you. So today's webinar is about my failures about deepfake. So it is passing for maybe 1 more minute, and we can start. So actually, I can start since everybody's here. So we have a special message from the previous president of the United States. Let's see.
Hello, welcome to the webinar about deepfake with one and only Ensar. He is huge and he is fantastic.
That's not it.
I love this guy. He is smart and all. Without further ado, I give you Ensar the Magnificent.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate your kind words. So those are the two fake deepfakes I tried to create it yesterday. As you can see, I was not that successful just because I was trying the free tools. But I want to show you again, like you can understand how.
Hello, welcome to the webinar about deepfake with one and only Ensar. He is huge and he is fantastic. I love this guy. He is smart and all. Without further ado, I give you Ensar the Magnificent.
So I don't want to get any politics, but just I found Mr. Trump's images and videos everywhere. It was easy in the free version to use the deepfakes. That's why I used it, and not just to get political or anything. I had to create the video, and I had to use the audio, and I had to use also limp synchronization. So I had to use 3 tools just to create this 2 short videos, and it took a lot of time for me because it was the first time I was trying. It was a good experience, but as you can see, it's not that professional, but still it's not that bad. So we are gonna get that how I created this. Oh, it started. Okay, that's enough, Mr. President. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I am Ensar Shakir again. I am delighted to welcome you to our webinar on topic that is increasingly becoming a critical concern in the realm of cybersecurity, which is deepfakes and the threats they create. So, the rapid advancement in the artificial intelligence is, remember, we did a AI workshop in cybersecurity in a couple weeks ago, which was huge involvement. Lots of people from around the world get to this workshop, and the results are very uh, good for us. Like, we could share our experiences, knowledge, and we are planning to do the part 2 for that. But as you know, with the developments and advancements in the artificial intelligence and machine learning has brought remarkable innovations. And however, with these advancements come new challenges and threats. One such emerging threat is the phenomenon of the deepfakes. Highly realistic, not realistic as much as like mine. It was not that realistic, I admit it, but they do it much better than me, of course. And often maliciously altered videos or audios files that can convincingly mimic the real people. So we can start like, what is actually deepfake technology? Like, the deepfake technology utilized artificial intelligence, particularly deep learning algorithm, to create highly realistic and convincing fake images, videos, or audio recording. The term deepfake is derived from the deep learning and fake. This technology leverages natural networks to manipulate or synthesize visual and auditory content that appears authentic. At the core of the deepfake technology are generative adversarial network, or GNAs, as you know. GNAs consist of 2 neural networks, the generator and the discriminator, that works together. The generator creates the fake content while the discriminator evaluates its authenticity. Through iterative training, the generator improves its ability to produce realistic fakes. Additionally, out encoders and machine learning algorithms are used to compress, reconstruct, and learn from the large data set real images, videos, and audio recordings, facilitating creation of the plausible forgeries. So I don't want to get into technical details for deepfake, but if any of you are wondering the details, like the AI workshop, I prepare a wiki for you, so you can find the references and additional readings in my wiki. I'm going to share at the end of the webinar. So don't worry about the presentation and additional readings or references or tools. I'll prepare it for you. No worries. It would be better for you to just listen to the webinar, and you'll get all the information at the end of it. As I told you, if you wonder about the technical details about the deepfake, I have academic papers for you in my wiki, and you can go there and check it out. So let's talk about a little bit about the technology behind the deepfake. In 1997, as you can see, it is not that new. It is actually old. Like, 1997 marks the inception of the video manipulation with the introduction of the video rewrite program. This early attempt laid the groundwork for what would eventually become a revolutionary field. In 2014, the landscape, the artificial intelligence and image synthesis was forever changed with the creation of generative adversarial networks, which is still affecting today's AI works, or we call it shortly GNAs. These networks enable the generation of highly realistic images, publishing the boundaries of what was previously thought possible. 2 years later, in 2016, we witnessed the advent of the face-to-face and WaveNet, face-to-face broad real-time facial reenactments to the forefront, allowing for the seamless manipulation of the video. In 2017, it was a significant milestone marked by the several key advancements. Deep Voice One emerged, groundbreaking text-to-speech system, synthesizing Obama project, which I have a video for you later, which was one of the most popular video in that time. So advancements in 2019, FCGNs enabled high-quality face swapping. In 2022, pace of the innovation showed no signs of slowing. Imaginator, marionettes, first-order motion models. Then in 2021, we saw the introduction of the speech portraits, pose-guided technology, and lip-synchronized 3D. So those are some technological developments in deepfake. Again, if you want the details about this technologies, you can check my wiki after my presentation. So what are the dangers with this deepfake from the security perspective? So where are my statistics? Oh, I want to start with the statistics first. I forgot to change the this should be before the slide threads. So anyway, so deepfake statistics actually reveals the concerns about the trend. A significant portion of the global population is unaware of the deepfakes. Like 71% of people surveyed by Uproof Worldwide said they don't know about the deepfakes. What is deepfake is. So the number is huge, like 71% is huge actually. They even know what is deepfake is. So these people also have different levels of confidence in spotting deepfakes. According to the deepfake statistic reported by the Sums Up, there was significantly increased identity fraud caused by the deepfakes in US and Canada from 2022 to the first quarter of the 2023. Those are the most current statistic I could find scientifically. There are some other statistics, but since I couldn't find any scientific background for the statistics, I didn't want to share. So unfortunately, I don't know the numbers for 2024 academically or scientifically. But when we compare the statistics with 2003, like the incident of the such fraud in United States jumped from 0.2 to 2.6%. In Canada, it's from 0.1 to 4.6%, which is huge. According to the Global Incident Response Strategy report on deepfake phishing statistics, 78% of the deepfake phishing attacks are delivered via email. So as you know, most of the phishings are delivered by the email, which is not surprising for security people. I'm sure it's not surprising for you as well. Just because threat actors using the phishing emails, they prefer the emails much better than other delivery tools. So according to the Global Incident Response Team, 78% is still a high percentage. One media is the most targeted sector with online media, is the most targeted sector with the 4.27% in 2023, followed by the professional services 3.14 and healthcare 2.41%. To some survey analyzes deepfake crime statistics based on the 2023. So how dangerous is the deepfake? Like, why is the deepfake technology dangerous? If you take a look from the security perspectives. So the risk associated with the deepfakes are significant and multi-faced. One of the primary dangers is the potential for misinformation and disinformation. So deepfakes can be used to create fake news, misleading videos, and false statements attributed to public figures. This deceptive pieces of content can spread rapidly across the social media and other platforms, including influencing the public opinion, inciting violence, and destabilizing societies. Furthermore, deepfakes pose a serious threat to the personal security through identity theft and fraud. Cyber criminals can use deepfakes to impersonate individuals, bypass security systems, and commit fraud. For instance, a deepfake of a CEO's voice could be used to authorize fraudulent financial transactions, causing significant financial damage, which we have as use case. It happened actually in 2019. In 2019, they cloned the CEO's audio, and they asked the accountants of the company to send the money to unknown accounts, and they actually received these fundings just using the deepfake. In the political arena, deepfakes can be weaponized to manipulate public perception and interfere in electoral processes by discrediting the opponents or spreading false information. Deepfakes undermine democratic institutions and erode the trust in political systems. Actually, this happened before. As you remember, Cambridge Analytica, the company, they used the information from the Facebook. They bought our data actually from Facebook, and they used to manipulate the elections. This is just a theory. I don't have the evidence, but you can watch the documentary in Netflix. They say that's how Mr. Trump won the election for the first time, by using the actually Cambridge Analytica services. And what Cambridge Analytica do, they try to profile you, like your preference, what you do, where you go, what kind of opinions you have, and they try to manipulate you with the deepfakes videos and audios to make the whoever used the service to win the election. Actually, this happened in the past as well. So the corporate world is not immune to the dangers of deepfake either. Companies can be targeted through deepfakes to damage reputations, manipulate stock prices, or steal sensitive information. Fake videos or audio recordings of the executives could mislead investors or partners, causing severe financial and reputational harm. One, on the personal level, deepfakes can cause immense emotional and psychological harm. Non-consensual explicit content created using the deepfakes can lead to the reputational damage, harassment, blackmailing, causing significant distress to individuals. Actually, some threat actors, they're using this deepfakes for the pornographic reasons, or they can use it to blackmail you. They can just change the face, and they can say, okay, I have an unprepared video about you, so if you don't give me this money, I'm gonna publish public. Actually, you are not on that video, but they use the deepfake to look like you're on that video. So perhaps the most insidious danger of the deepfake is the erosion of trust. As deepfakes become more sophisticated, it becomes increasingly difficult to distinguish between the real and fake content. This undermines our trust in digital media, making us skeptical of the authenticity of the information we consume. So if we take a look to the examples of the deepfake technology, I have a couple of video for you. Our journey into the world to deepfakes began 6 years ago, actually, with the striking video featuring former President Obama, Barack Obama. This timeline vividly illustrates how rapidly deepfake technology has evolved, highlighting significant instances such as Jennifer Lawrence Buscemi video, the Mark Zuckerberg deepfake, and the most recent Tom Cruise and Anthony Bourdain fakes videos published on the internet. These examples underscore the escalating sophistication and widespread impact of the synthetic media in our digital age. So this is one of the
You're absolutely right, Whoopi, that us showing respect for other people, us being thoughtful about other people's traditions, is something that Michelle and I tried to teach our kids. You talked about what we talk about over the dinner table. A lot of what we talk about over the dinner table is, we live in a diverse world, and I'm honored, and I think people can say that my election symbolizes some progress, at least within the small confines of the legal community. I think it's real important to keep the focus on the broader world out there, and see that for a lot of kids, the doors that have been open to me aren't open to them.
So I like to highlight the groundbreaking development in deepfake technology demonstrated by the researcher at the University of Washington. This was created by the researcher at the University of Washington. They have created a method to generate highly realistic videos solely from audio files. As you can see, they collected the audio files, Mr. President's previous interviews. This technique utilized sophisticated algorithms to synthesize lip movements and facial expressions that align perfectly with the spoken words. This advancements not only showcases the rapid progression of the deepfake capabilities, but also underscores the potential risk associated with creating convincingly false videos from more audio recording. And remember, this was 6 years ago, not now. So
You're absolutely right.
I mentioned about how Facebook sold our data to Cambridge Analytica. So how Cambridge Analytica use our data with the deepfake technology to manipulate us. So actually, the Congress in the United States called Mark Zuckerberg about this incident, and he said he didn't know anything about this. Like he didn't know the company is going to use this data for manipulate the people or manipulate the election. But using the deepfake against Zuckerberg, they made him confess. So let's listen to what he has to say.
I wish I could keep telling you that our mission in life is connecting people, but it isn't. We just want to predict your future behaviors. Spectre showed me how to manipulate you into sharing intimate data about yourself and all those you love for free. The more you express yourself, the more we own you.
Thank you, Zuckerberg. It is good to be honest, right?
I wish.
So let's take a look like deepfake scams and attacks. So there are several types of deepfake scams and attacks that have emerged as this technology has advanced. One of them is the video deepfakes. This involve creating fake videos of real people saying or doing things as we saw they never actually said or did. For example, scammers have used face swapping technology to impersonate someone on a video call and convince victims to transfer money. So other one is the audio deepfake. So when we say deepfake, most of the people think it is just a video. No, it is not just a video. Yeah, audio deepfakes are also deepfakes. Also known as voice cloning. This involves using AI to generate audio that sounds like a specific person's voice. Scammers have used this make fake phone calls or voice messages, impersonate family members or executives to request money transfer, something like that. There's a textual deepfakes. AI language models are capable of generating human-like text, which can be used to create fake routine communications or social media posts. Social media impersonation, deepfake technology can be used to create convincing the fake social media profiles with AI-generated profile pictures and content. There's also real-time. This is very surprising for me because one of the use cases we are going to talk about, actually they did it live deepfake, not pre-recorded. So, and they did it with the Zoom. That was very interesting. So it was a live Zoom meeting. They impersonated the CEO of the company and again transferring money to the unknown account. But since it is Zoom, since it is live, since it is the CEO front of the CFO, so he believed actually. I believe most of us would believe, most probably. So real-time and live deepfakes, it is also very scary. There's also financial fraud. Deepfakes are being used in various financial crimes, scams, including new account opening fraud using deepfake images, audio to create synthetic identities for fraudulent accounts, account takeover fraud using fake biometric data to bypass security systems, phishing scams, creating personalized video or audio messages from trusted figures to trick victims, impersonation attacks, mimicking executives of officials obtain sensitive information or money transfers. Synthetic identity theft is criminals create entirely fictitious personas using deepfake technology, combining fake and real identity information. And there's also celebrity impersonation scams. Deepfakes of celebrities are used in those fraudulent investment schemes or products. So let's take a look at the real world examples and what were they? I brought you two. Let me drink a water a little bit. Okay. So one is from the 2024. It is very new, February 4th. This is a CFO scam. In this incident that which is in 2024, as I told you, a financial worker at a multinational firm in Hong Kong was duped into transferring $25 million to the cyber criminals. So these scammers used advanced deepfake technology to impersonate the company's UK-based chief financial officer during a video conference call. The finance worker initially suspected a phishing scam, but was convinced of the call's legitimacy due to the realistic appearance and the voice of what seems to be other staff members on the call. Tragically, all the participants were digitally created deepfakes. This incident highlights the sophistication of modern cyber criminals and the urgent need for heightened awareness and security measures to detect and prevent such scams. It is a stark reminder how deepfakes can be leveraged to conduct large-scale financial fraud and disrupt organizational trust. So I have also another news from 2019, I guess, which is the CEO fraud that I mentioned earlier. Other use case based on the UK-based energy company was defrauded of the $243,000. So the previously new one is $25 million. So this is much lower than the 2024 event. So in this event, cyber criminals used AI-generated software to perfectly mimic the voice of the CEO. Not that no visual is involved in this. As you can see, the number is increased, sophistication also increased. They started using they used to use only audios, but right now they're using the video as well. So they demanded an urgent wire transfer to suppose a supplier in Hungary, which the UK company CEO, believing the request to Genu, complied with. This scam involved multiple calls and assurances of reimbursement, making it even more convincing. It wasn't until the third call, which raised suspicion due to an Austrian phone number, that the fraud was uncovered. This case underscores the emergence posed by the AI in facilitating more believable and difficult to detect fraud. Such incidents highlight the critical need for enhanced vigilance and security measures, including verifying requests through multiple channels and staying informed about the latest cyber threats. So it is important for us to detect deepfake detection. So I have a couple of clues for you, but let me play my videos created with the deepfake, which I also used at the beginning of the presentation. There's no voice, so if you cannot hear anything, look at the mimics and look at the mimics and the movements. Like you can easily understand this is deepfake, right? The quality is too low, and look at me. It looks like I have some sort of like disability, right? Is it, or I'm not well. Maybe I'm drunk. It is not. Look, even my shape is, my eyes, everything is so different. So deepfake detection has become increasingly important as artificial intelligence technologies for creating synthetic media have advanced. There are several techniques that researchers and developers are using to identify deepfake content. One of them is face and eye analysis. One of the most common approach focuses on analyzes facial feature and eye movements. Researchers pay close attention to the blink patterns. For example, the blink patterns deepfakes often struggle to accurately replicate natural blinking. Let's take a look at this again. Actually, blinking is a good part in this. Let's check this one. I don't see any problem with the blinking. The other thing is I can say eye and eyebrow movements, inconsistencies in the eye movement or eyebrow positions can indicate the fake. As you can see in this video, my eyes are moving independently. I don't even know where I'm looking at. So this could be a clue. Facial proportions like mismatches between face and the body proportions may reveal a deep fake. Unfortunately, there's no body in this one, but if it was, we could see the mismatches between the face and body. The other thing you can take a look is the audio and visual synchronization at the beginning of the video, as I show you. Maybe you can go back there again. So look at this.
Hello, welcome to the webinar about deepfake with one and only Ansar. He is huge and he is fantastic.
As you can see, there's no synchronization. Like I use a synchronizer for this one. You can see the advertisement on that. Since it is free, I couldn't remove that. But anyway, as you can see, it is not that good. In this one, it's even worse. Look at this one.
I love this guy. He is smart and all. Without further ado, I give you Ansar the Magnificent.
I think this first video is much better than the second one when it comes to the limb synchronization. So as you can see, this can easily give us clue like this video is.
I wish I could keep telling you that our mission in life is connecting people, but it isn't. We just want to predict your future behaviors.
It is much better than my videos, of course. So the audio, we talk about the biological signals. Some advanced techniques look for the subtle biological signals that are difficult for AI to replicate. So, for example, pulse detection, analyzing slight skin color changes to detect the pulse. Skin color is not that good in my video. Corneal specular highlights, checking for consistency in eye reflection. There is no consistency in my video, so easily can be detected. The other thing I can give you a clue, artifact detection, deepfake generation often leaves behind subtle artifacts or digital fingerprints. Machine learning algorithms can be trained to detect these telltale signs. Motion analysis techniques like face forensics focus on analyzing lip movements at various frequencies to detect inconsistencies, typical deepfakes. Multimodal analysis, some detection systems combine multiple approaches, analyzing both visual and audio components of the video for a more comprehensive assessment. Real-time detection, companies like Intel are developing platforms for real-time defect detection, which can analyze multiple video streams simultaneously. There's also generative adversarial network GNAs. Ironically, the same technology used to create deepfakes can be used also to detect them. Researchers train GNAs to distinguish between real and synthetic contact. So I also used the swap faces. This is Ansar mask. As you can see, I put my video photograph and put Elon Musk. It is not bad, huh? Do you want to see something worse? What this? Where's the other one? Oh, this one. Sorry, my slides are switch places all of a sudden. So I tried to double here as well, but it is terrible, right? Terrible, terrible. Very ugly face. What is this? So As you can see, we can use those faces. This should be the previous one, but this is much better than the other one, I guess. So anyway, with the deepfake videos, we can use also some tools. Don't worry about it. I created the list for you. You can find on my Wiki and you can go check. Unfortunately, most of the deepfake detection tools are paid, like you have to pay for it. And there was one, which is this one. I can do the demo after this section. Just in case I took the screenshot, because as you know, Murphy's law always works. When you try to show something hands-on to the live webinar, you always get in trouble. It doesn't work most of the time. So I used one open source free one, which is on my list as well. You can go check by yourself. For the first video, I used this one. For this video, for AI detection tool, the open source tool, the free tool, I couldn't use the other ones because I had to pay. This is the reason my deepfakes are so obvious, because I had to use the free tools. I cannot afford to pay every tool. So I used the 2024 technology. Actually, you can use the detector. It's even asking me if the video is fake or real. That's your job, man. It's not my job. So the results are too bad. It says like it is 34% is AI generated. That means it's good. It is not fake. I mean, come on now. Everybody can understand. I have 5 years old son. Even he can understand this video is not real, right? So the AI detector I used, we can make a demo if I have time after the webinar, says this video is authentic. So let's talk about the future of the AI a little bit. Detection, actually, not the future of the deepfake, but how to detect. Because as you can see, the results are not that promising. As we confront the growing challenge of deepfake, the future of AI detection is evolving at a remarkable pace, but it's not good enough yet. Firstly, blockchain technology is emerging as a powerful tool for content verification, and by using decentralized and immutable ledgers, blockchain can provide a transparent and tamper-proof methods to authenticate the origin and integrity of the digital content. This technology can play a crucial role in verifying the authenticity of the videos and images, thereby countering the spread of deepfakes. So blockchain technology is very important. It's going to play a very critical role in the future. So advancement in convolutional neural networks, CNNs, and recurrent neural networks, RNNs, are significant, enhancing our ability to detect deepfakes. CNNs are particularly effective in analyzing visual data, making them ideal for identifying subtle inconsistency in deepfake videos. RNNs, on the other hand, excel at processing sequential data, which is critical for detecting anomalies in the audio and the video streams over the time. So integration of AI with the real-time detection is a game changer by employing sophisticated algorithms that can analyze and verify the content instantaneously. And another promising frontier is the use of quantum computing, is the deepfake detection. For the deepfake detection, quantum computers have the potential to process vast amounts of data in unprecedented speeds, enabling more comprehensive and rapid analysis of digital data. This could revolutionize our approach to deepfake detection, making it more efficient and more effective, of course. So, deepfake attacks have become an increasingly serious threat in the era. I already shared some statistics with you, with incidents surging with 3,000%. Like it was increased in 2003, 3,000%. Deepfake scams and attacks increased 3,000% in 2023. So in 2024, it's much more than that, I believe. as these attacks grows more sophisticated, and it is crucial to implement robust strategies to prevent and mitigate their potential damage. Here are some key measures and insights into the future developments. Enhance digital literacy and awareness, educate employees and public about deepfakes and their potential risks. That's why we are doing this webinar right now. Training people to skeptical, unexpected communications, especially those demanding urgent actions. Implementing strong authentication protocols using multi-factor authentication for all accounts is very important. Development multi-step authentication process that include verbal and internal approval systems. Strength privacy and security measurements are critical. Enabling strong privacy settings on social media and other online platforms. Implementing robust cybersecurity measures and privacy policies to protect employee data. For example, you share your voice and video all the time on social media, right? When I say you, I mean me, you, like we all do that. So this audios and these videos can be used to clone you and using for deepfake purposes. So using the privacy and security settings on your social media is also very important. Implementing strict verification procedure for sensitive requests, especially those involve financial transactions, is very critical. Restricting internal access to sensitive information is also very important. Employing AI-powered tools can detect telltale signs for deepfake, inconsistencies in biometric data. Yeah, also using out-of-band communication channels to verify important requests. For example, in our case, maybe you don't have the CEO's phone, but maybe you have a connection with the Slack. So you had a Zoom meeting with him. He is asking something not normal, right? He's asking you to send some money to somewhere. It would be much better using another communication tool to verify if your CEO or your CFO actually requested this information, this transaction or not. So developing incident response plan is also very critical. Creating detailed incident response plan and business continuity plans to address the potential deepfake attacks, and you need to regularly update and practice these plans to ensure readiness. So based on all the research I have done for this webinar, I have some feature predictions, let's say. One of them is deepfake as a service. That's going to happen for sure, because we saw the ransomware as a service, we saw the phishing as a service. So deepfake as a service is coming. Expect the rise of deepfake as a service platforms, making it easier for malicious actors to create convincing fake content. So with the free tools, paying nothing, actually I created the fake deepfake videos and voices, as you can see. It was so easy for me. If I paid, or if I created the software for it, which I can, you can find the codes on the GitHub, which is on my list as well. You can create your own deepfake tool as well. I have also step by step creating your own personal deepfake software for educational and research purposes only, of course. So it is becoming much more easier. So expect the rise of deepfakes as a service, as I told you. This development will likely lead to an increase in the volume and the sophistication of deepfake attacks. Advancements in the AI and machine learning. As AI technology continues to improve, deepfakes will become more realistic and harder to detect. This will necessitate the ongoing advancements in deepfake detection technologies and to keep pace with the threats. I have also some, for the detection, I have also some extension, Google Chrome extensions. You can find my own wiki. You can use those extensions I'm not sure they used perfectly or how effective, but I can only share with you the free ones. Like, I also put the paid ones, but as I told you, we don't have that budget to pay for every tool, right? But you can use them. So, anticipate the development of more comprehensive legal frameworks and their regulations to address deepfake threats. In the United States, there are some states they accepted the regulations on the AI, and European Union recently published a regulation on AI regulations, and collaboration between tech experts, I can talk, law enforcement and policymakers will be crucial in this process. And the future of authentication systems may incorporate more advanced biometric features that are hard to fake, such as heartbeat patterns or unique vocal characters, or your walking data can be unique for you. So integration of the blockchain is very important. Blockchain could be used to create immutable records of the original content, making it easier to verify the authenticity of the media. And the AI-powered content verification expect the development of more sophisticated AI tools that can quickly analyze and verify authenticity of the digital content across the various platforms. As the deepfake technology evolves, let me see. As the deepfake technology evolves, it's crucial for individuals and organizations to stay informed about the latest developments and continuously adapt their prevention strategies. A multi-layer approach combining technological solutions, human vigilance, and robust policies will be essential in mitigating the risk posed by deepfake attacks, which would be very, very important in the near future. So since I have like 12 minutes or something, I want to show you some hands-on experiences so you can go and do your own research. Sorry to keep you waiting. By the way, at the same time, yeah, thank you for the poll. You can fill up the questions on your screen. As you can imagine, I have too many windows, too many tabs open. I'm trying to find. Not you, sir, not you, sir. Not you, not you. So first of all, I want to share the wiki I created for you. Am I able to share host and panels? Everyone, okay, everyone is here. So you can go there and check my wiki for the tools and all. Not you, sir. Is it you?
Everyone, in the meantime, feel free to fill up the poll questions. And if you have any questions in the meantime, type your messages on the Q&A section. We'll be happy to answer them at the end of the session. Thank you.
So most of the time I'm out of the credit since I use the free versions, but let's see, share my screen. Solium, no, you have to go to the wiki. No, Nassim, it doesn't have. Let me show you guys. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So guys, when you come here, you have to go to the wiki here. Actually, let me share the wiki link. Why did I share the... Where are you, chat? Okay, right here. So let me share the proper link with you. So if you come here, guys, you're gonna see the outline and the details, additional reading and tools. So let's go to the tools and take a look, a couple of them. So one of them is the replicate. This is free. No, man, you have to open this in the next. So what you do is basically, you just put the image here you want to use and put the video here you want to use, then you create your video. So what I did, for example, clear this one. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Burak?
Yes,
Okay.
we're all good. Mhm.
Okay, let's go. For example, I'm going to use Elon Musk for this guy. So I'm going to keep the same video. So I'm just going to say run. I don't know how it's going to take, but it's going to take some time. So this is one of the free version. As you can see, it is not that successful because it's free. I don't know. There's a paid version, maybe, probably. But anyhow, it's creating that video. At the same time, I can show you this one. Not again. This is actually paid. I believe this is much better than the previous one. But the thing is, I was willing to pay to give you better results, but it says you have to wait 4 to 8 hours to create the deepfake video. But you have to pay for this one. If you're willing to pay, you can create this one. This looks much better than the other one, but I couldn't try because it says it's going to take a lot of time, and at the same time, it is paid. So as I told you, Murphy's laws always work. It's booting, but I don't know what is the problem is. It doesn't do anything anyhow. So you can find other tools here as well. I also used Ansar Mask and Donald Seeker, that ugly face, if you remember. With this one, you can try this. This is free as well. So for lip synchronization, I use this tool. You can try it free. It is on my tool list as well. But as you can see, it is not that successful again. Maybe paid version is much better. I also wanted to show you this one. Oh, let me this one. So you can see all my pages, right?
Correct.
Yep, correct.
Okay, cool. So this is the one I wanted to show you, like for the detection. It is on my list as well. You can come here if you are not sure if the picture or the video is fake or not. So what you do is you just come here and let me check the picture, Ansar Musk's picture. So it is asking you which technology you want to choose, detector selection. So let's go with the University of Buffalo, Federico. Okay, let's go with the Michigan. Okay, let's say submit. You guys saw the screenshots, right? I did this. But whenever I try to show, there's always a problem. So what do you want, man? Come on. Oh, I can submit to multiple ones, but I'm gonna try one more time for you guys. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go with the Buffalo. Okay, processing, as you can see. Come on, University of Buffalo. Don't fail us.
I think this time it's gonna work. I have a good feeling.
Yeah. What happened to this one? Oh, here it is. As you can see, it created the video with Elon Musk. But the thing is, on the video, this one, there's a US flag in the background. But when I created it, it disappeared. So, I mean, yeah, it makes the photo live, but still, I was expecting. Oh, good. AI generated likelihood. Good job, University of Buffalo. As you can see, you can use this tool. This is open source and free. But for the video, it failed, unfortunately. Maybe because of the technology I used. Maybe I should try to other ones or select the multiple ones. I don't know. It could be because of me. But as you can see, this detection tool detected it is fake. I have other tools, but unfortunately, those are paid. Those are the tools you can use to create for deepfake, of course, for research and educational purposes. I have to emphasize. And those are the tools to detect. Some of them, actually, most of them is you have to pay for it. This is the only one, open source and free, and you can use it. And I have some extensions for you for the Google Chrome. I don't know if they're affected or not, but that's what I could like. They were reviewed by high numbers. So there are additional readings in here. If you want to wonder about the technical details about the deepfake and technology behind it, I have some academic papers in here for you, additional reading. Whatever I mentioned in my presentation, you can find it here, the details and the references. Wherever I used, I put the references at the bottom of it. You can find the if you want to know more about that event or the topic, you can go to the references and check it. Yeah, you can find everything here. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is the end of the webinar. I could take a couple of questions. And if you have
Yeah,
to
that's
leave,
good.
yeah, it is 10 o'clock sharp. You see, Brock, like,
Yeah, we finished right on time. Let's answer a couple of questions and we can wrap it up. Thanks everyone for joining today. Let me read some questions. Very interesting to us, and we can wrap it up. Thanks everyone. All right, the first one I see here, how easy it is for people to create believable deepfake videos. I mean, I think even I can answer this question in a short matter. So from what I see, I also tried a couple of tools myself out of curiosity. Free tools are easy to use. Of course, they don't create believable videos, but the paid versions, I think I saw some examples online. The paid versions create a very good quality videos. And I think it's pretty straightforward and easy for the average person to use it. You don't have to be a security expert or any kind of education What would you say, Ansar, to that question?
Sure, it is very easy to create, as you can see, but if you want to create the professional ones, you have to use the professional tools, maybe paid tools. As I told you, it is going to be much more easier with deepfake as a service in the future. I see some movements on the dark web. The threat actors, they're going to create it. And this is a good business for the threat actors. So it's going to be much more easier, yeah.
That's great. Let me see if you have any other questions. Yeah, one more. When it comes to deepfakes being used for the online advertisements to distribute disinformation and misinformation, does anybody validate these advertisements for its legitimacy? As a marketing person, we launch a lot of advertising. So from my side, a couple of platforms, they actually validate this information that we input. But I wouldn't be able to speak for all platforms for this kind of validation. I can say LinkedIn is doing a good job, but other platforms such as Google, they don't have this kind of mechanism in place that much. But I hear that there's going to be more of these validations in place as the deepfake is becoming popular, and there are a lot of videos lurking around in the internet, causing misinformation and spreading false information around the world. Any input, Ensa, from your side?
Sure. There's no validation, just to be sure. There's no regulation in the world, unfortunately, to say this marketing advertisements are disinform people or misinform people. So there is no regulation. Nobody is going to check those advertisements if they're giving the misinformation. Not because of the AI, even if like when they try to sell something, they say 100% juice, like apple juice, right? There's no way that could be 100% apple juice, right? There's too much chemicals in it. So even they don't check those things, like how they're gonna check the AI created deepfake videos. So the answer is basically no. That's why we need regulations. And I wrote an article on the Medium. Even the Pope, he was worried about the future of the AI. He asked for regulations. Like when the Pope says this is important, it is important because he doesn't bullshit. If he says something important, usually it is important. That's why he is in his agenda. And even the Pope was asking the ENG7 summit to the countries, most developed countries, about the regulations on AI, which is very important. By the way, very good question, Jeffrey and Federico. We already shared the link for the documentation, and I'm saying done for that. Kurt Heyman, where is your list of resources? We shared the link. Done. Mohammed Said, where to find your list? We shared already. Done. What is the webinar supposed to last 2 hours? Wasn't the webinar supposed to last 2 hours? Federico, this question is for you, Brock.
There was a silly mix-up on our Zoom account. We scheduled for 2 hours initially. We thought this going to last more longer and we'll provide a training, but yeah, at the end we decided to take not much of your time and schedule it for 1 hour. Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions? Let me see. I think there's one good one. How to verify deepfake audio, which can be used for audio messages or phone calls? Not sure if there's a system for that right now. Maybe Ansar, you can answer that question for us.
Yeah, I show you some tools for detections. You can use those tools, but you have to download the video or the audio. Then you have to go and check. There is no tool that I know that can check it real time. Maybe some tools with payment. It could be, but as far as I know, there's no real time checking. Like when you're talking on the phone, I don't know any tool who can check if the person using the AI generated audio or it is a real audio. I don't know such tool. So Federico, I pushed all the changes. Everything is in there. Done. Stuart, do you have a list of the sites you use deepfake analytics and analysis? I already shared. Jeffrey, could you affect people whose likeness is being used for deepfaking, sue those who created defamation? I'm not sure what you ask. Creating filters in online meeting applications like Teams and Zoom can stop deepfake meetings on extent. Yeah, with the detection tools, why not? Say something good side of the deepfake. I already mentioned the good sides. How do you verify deepfake? We already answered this. Considering the deepfake as a service, how to comprehend the impact of deepfake related to corporate espionage? Oh, we already mentioned. That's a very good question here. For corporate espionage, insider information is very critical and getting very important in the future as well. So if you can fake someone, not just money, you are right. You can also extract data from the company. That was a very good question.
We have one more and we can wrap it up, Ansar. Thank you very much. When it comes to deepfake of executives, should there be a measure such as keywords to verify the person is real?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, for example, I know Brock knows me. We have some memories and experiences. If I want to check Brock, I can ask you the questions only he knows and I know, right? So, for example, we are in the RSA and we had some moments I can ask something about like, what did you do at that time when we are RSA? And only Brock can answer the question. So, you can use keywords and personal, well, not personal, but the things between you and the other person to verify the other person's verification. So is that it, Brock?
Yeah, I think we're good. We're really good to go. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. If you have additional questions, feel free to reach out to us through LinkedIn. We'll be happy to answer them, and stay tuned for the following trainings and webinars. We'll be launching more and more training sessions, and see you on the next one. Have a lovely day. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.